Andrew, what's your food style?
At the minute, it's a bit more modern British, so we use a lot of Irish beef, more lamb, and then a lot of our veg is quite local as well.
Oh, no. Don't do that.
Is there a mallet or anything about it?
I've never, in all of my years of being a chef, ever seen anybody slice a crab in half. God, he's got to be careful with that shell flying around.
Yeah, so I'm going to season the white crab meat with some lemon juice and malt and sea salt. And I'm going to use a wee bit of olive oil just to dress it as well.
Oh, I hope there's no shell in there.
Righto, Andrew, so you got the brown meat out the crab.
I can hear the shell.
What's the plan for the velouté?
So the velouté is just bring this up to the boil, season it, blend it, and then I'm going to add a bit of lemon.
I would have liked to have seen put more ingredients in that velouté. Come on, Andrew. There's shallots there, there's garlic there, there's chilli there.
Halfway, 10 minutes left. What made you want to be a chef, Andrew?
I fell into it by accident. All my friends were sort of in the kitchen, and I just wanted a piece of that.
So what's coming up for Andrew? Anything big?
Hopefully I'll go on and do great things from here. Also, I've just got engaged as well, so...
Hey, good for you.
She's the manager of front of house, and then I'm the head chef.
Is that tricky, or...?
You would think so, but it's not too bad.
That velouté does not look like velvet.
Andrew, you are finished with 5 whole minutes to spare.
I like Emma's menu. It's classical. There's some lovely touches in there that are very familiar. But the duck's got to be cooked just right. You've got to get the fat rendered down. The cherry and orange puree has got to taste of the 2 key ingredients, the sweet and the sour, working together in harmony.
Nice. I like the orange zest in there. Oh, it's got a great flavour.
It's got a little bit of cinnamon in there as well.
Pommes is a turned potato that is cooked with lots of foaming butter, a little bit of seasoning. Delicious.
Is an ode to my skills when I was a student myself.
Who doesn't love a custard tart? But this is a tricky dessert. If she gets the temperature wrong when she's cooking her custard, it'll be scrambled eggs.
Looking all right?
Very important. That pastry has got to be crispy.
She's got to be very careful because it's really warm in the kitchen. I'm a little bit concerned that there's going to be holes in the pastry, but let's wait and see. They're not cooked yet. Let's see what she does.
I love the chocolate on the plate, so tasty flavours, but not executed with enough time.
I love this type of dessert, but the pastry just let you down, unfortunately. This was the wrong dessert this day. The kitchen just doesn't give you enough time.
I feel as though maybe the judges were a little bit lenient with their comments. 100% I could have done better. That wasn't my standard. It was hard and intense in that kitchen. I did try my best, but obviously today it just wasn't my day.
The second chef leaving the competition. It's Mo.
Obviously a bit disappointed coming out so early on, but I knew the mistakes I made and there was no recovering from that. Raw fish, isn't it? Can't be doing that.
Good job, man. Yeah, good job.
You two are good. Creative, exciting. Well done.
Like a roller coaster of emotions. Cooking in this kitchen is something else. There's no room for errors anymore now, is it?
Feeling ecstatic, over the moon. A bit nerve-wracked, actually. But yeah, just the focus is on the next round.
You know you've reduced it because it's become jam-like. That's the concentration of all the ingredients that you put together into this pan. My liver and heart here.
So the offal of the pigeon's only been in there for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, doesn't need long. Pasta sauce. For me, I like to draw on memories. Memories of great sauces. Your grand's gravy or your mum's gravy. It was always a flavour that you always remember. Sauce is good to go. I'm just going to leave that just to rest. You don't want to rush these leeks. You just want to let them take up that lovely charred flavour. Now we can take our pigeon breasts off the crown. Let's cut through the wishbone.
And gloriously pink.
You see the pink all the way through. That's a sign of even cookery. So we're good to plate.
Look at that beautiful thing.
And there we have it. Pigeon cooked on the crown, Madeira sauce, baby leeks.
I plan to go to university and study chemistry. I realised it's not something I'm passionate or even that good at.
And I said, well, what do you want to do? And she said, well, I want to become a chef. And I said, well, look, go for it.
Honestly, I didn't look back. I'm not going to say that when you do something you love, it's not work, because it's definitely a lot of hard work, but I love it.
I am so happy that Nikki followed her dream. And she's just fantastic now.
What would you say to other young chefs in your position now?
If you want it, go for it, do it, because it's possible if you want it enough.
Nikita's first dish is inspiration from the Middle East. We've got cured sea bass, spicy red pepper puree, smoked aubergine puree as well. We've also got aubergine crisps.
I have to prep the bass really quickly because it needs to be cured for an hour.
She's making a spicy red pepper puree, which is going to have harissa-style flavours through it. Her smoked aubergine puree, she's using actual charcoal that she's going to heat up until it's really hot and then pour cold, clarified butter on top.
This is an Indian technique. It's quite a traditional technique my mum taught me. Because I don't have a smoke gun, and she was like, well, why don't you just do this? I was like, because it's not something I've ever learnt before. But no, great.
Is this a dish that has fond memories for you from India?
Yeah, it is, because when I used to go with my mum to the street market, I was like, Mum, can I have one of this?
For Sagar's main course, he's using roe deer loin.
Roe deer is a bit different. It is not massive compared to other deer.
He's going to create this delicious marinade, but he has to be careful. Loin of deer, it's got buckets of flavour, but not a lot of fat. So he needs to make sure he doesn't overcook it.
Love the earthiness of the ingredients. We've got celery puree,
I want the celeriac puree, really, really smooth, creamy.
baby beetroots, which is going to cook in the salt crust.
My beetroots, I want slightly smokiness, not too much.
And pickled walnuts just for a little bit of acidity.
I'm delighted to hear that Sagar is going to create a kind of cardamom-spiced sauce. Green cardamom is very aromatic, and black cardamom is smoky and earthy. The two of them together should really create a show-stopping sauce.
When I practiced it, it went well. But in the Masterchef kitchen, you never know what happened.
Everything I would expect to find in a good Kranaken, I am getting here in your smart dessert. And I'm really impressed. Sagar, we want to thank you so, so much for introducing us to your style. It's fantastic. Thank you, Chef.
Well done, man. It's done, man. It's done.
It's done, yeah.
You should be proud.
disappointed because there was blue piping bag in Nana's dish, so that just really got me. Right now, I'm just a bit disappointed with myself, yeah.
Nikita, are you ready? Please come and join us, chef.
A lot of colour there. A lot of work too. Well done.